For today's cook, smoked brisket. Alright guys, first thing I did was trim this sucker up and then dry brine it. And that basically means I put salt. You can use sea salt, kosher salt, put it all over and then let it sit open like this in the fridge overnight, and that salt just kind of soaks in. After that, we're going to coat it with olive oil. You can also coat with mustard if you want. I know people like to do that as well. And this just helps the rub that we're going to put on to bind and stick to our meat. And today we are going to use a pretty good rub. I'm pretty new to this company, but I really like them. It's a Texas brisket rub, so it's a rub made just for brisket. And the main thing you want to do is make sure you get full coverage, so don't skimp on it. Get every single piece, all the sides, all that kind of thing. And just so you know, I didn't show you what I did as far as trimming it. There are plenty of videos out there on how to trim a brisket. So if you want that information, there's plenty of places to find it. I might someday down the road do a how to trim a brisket video. But for now, I'm just going to trust that you can figure that out on your own. Here we are with it fully covered, and it looks delicious. Let's go fire up that grill. Alright, how's it going guys? Today we are smoking a brisket. Alright, we are about 6 hours in, and kind of love this thing. Look at it, smoking like a chimney. We're at the stall, so check it here. We're sitting at 165 at the stall.
Yay!
So, yeah, alright, I have a little 3-year-old companion today, so you might hear her in the background. But what better way to enjoy our time outside? She has a bug. She's torturing it currently. But we are going to drink Glenfiddich single malt scotch. This is a bourbon barrel reserve, aged 14 years. I love Glenfiddich, so I'm pretty excited about this. And as you know, not much of a on the rocks person, so we're gonna go neat. Yeah. That's nice.
Do it.
La 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 la. Alright. Alright, and we're gonna be smoking. Oh my god. This is gonna be an interesting one with the toddler. Alright, this is a Intemperance Cigar, a Whiskey Rebellion. Rumcraft. I'm actually pretty excited about this. The torpedo, which was made for the V-cut.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
You broke it.
It's okay.
Bro. Bro, Rina. Bro. Do it. Bro, bro.
I know, it's exciting.
Bro, Rina, bro.
Between the toddler and the dog, this is going to be an interesting episode. Right off the bat, Excuse me, I got the Rona. It's got a nice, man, I love the color on this thing. I'm getting leather. It's got a nice draw. Not bad. Good first start. So let's for a minute talk brisket. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm not a huge fan of brisket. I've had some amazing brisket. But even amazing brisket to me is, I mean, I'm going to fill up on pulled pork and chicken and all the other things first. So I don't necessarily like brisket, but I will say I love making pastrami out of brisket. I love the burnt ends. I like other things you can do with it. So I got this brisket on sale for $1.29 a pound. So I was like, all right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a brisket video. So we're using a nice simple rub, basically a salt and pepper. I did dry brine it overnight with some kosher salt. And yeah, we're cooking at 250 all the way, man. 250. But I'm pretty excited because I really am hoping to render all that fat and turn it into some really juicy brisket. So, Simba. It is gorgeous here today. It is November 2nd. Tomorrow is the freaking elections. I know, right?
Yes.
Elections. It's bad, right?
My turn.
You want to say hi?
Yeah.
Alright, come here. Come say hi. Alright, look right there. Wave. You're like, hey.
Hey.
Do you wanna hang out with me? Alright. Your mom's gonna kill me if she knows I'm smoking a cigar around you, but sorry. Anyway. Try to blow the smoke over your head. This is Ella. She's obsessed with bugs. She was just done torturing a little beetle, and I think she killed it, tore off all the legs, didn't you? Didn't you? Did you do that? Simba! Seriously, man. Every time. Yeah. Dude, I'm digging this Whiskey Rebellion. This is nice. What? Yeah?
Look.
What is that? It's a fly? Is that a fly? Yeah, you want to get it, don't you?
See Simba?
Yeah.
I got it.
You got the smoke?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do that. We're gonna get in trouble.
Do it.
All right. Anyway, I'll check back with you guys later. I'm gonna smoke the cigar down a little bit, and I'll give you a little update on how it's smoking. And by golly, get the Glenlivet. It's pretty fancy. It's tasty. All right. Can you say bye?
Bye.
All right. Alright, I am halfway through this Whiskey Rebellion cigar by Aromacraft, and not bad. It's a pretty solid stick. I would say medium to full. Lots of leather. It changed and kind of went a little mild about halfway through. But I'd buy it again. I'd get another one. Pretty tasty. And this scotch, definitely winner. So try to find that in your liquor store. The Glenfiddich Single Malt Bourbon Barrel Reserve 14 year. It is tasty. And yes, that's still the child. So, this is responsible parenting 101. Scotch, cigar, meat, and kids and dog. So, yeah. Alright, I will see you when this is ready to be wrapped. Have a good one. Alright, so once we hit about 175 degrees, I wrapped the brisket in butcher paper and then let it ride until it was probe ready. We ended at about 107, and then I let it rest overnight in a cooler. It was about midnight once this was done, so figured I'd get a little sleep. Woke up and it was still warm, which was amazing, and look at that juice. Ugh, the smell on it is amazing. It's still steaming a little bit. Just looks fantastic. Bark looks amazing. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and not gonna lie, I'm kind of looking forward to giving this a taste. All right, so brisket is done. It cooked until midnight 30, so about 15 hours in all. Pulled it off, wrapped it in a towel, put it in the cooler overnight, and now it's the next day. Little brisket in the morning, and it's still warm. So I cut some slices here and wanted to give you the whole, look at this thing. It just pulls apart. And you know, oh, that's really good. I want to show you something. Look at that smoke ring. This is a pellet grill. Look at that thing. Isn't that awesome? Oh, and then this just looks amazing. Look at this thing. You gotta see this. Look at that. Ugh. I'm not a brisket guy, but I can get used to this. Yeah. Peppery rub on there. It held up really well. I mean, it is just tender as can be. All right, guys, that's it. Just keep waiting until this got to about 207, and I just kept probing until it was like butter. As soon as it was, I pulled it off. So if you haven't given brisket a try, give it a go. It's one of the harder meats to cook because it tends to dry out, but there are ways, my friend. All right, keep smoking.